All right. Good evening, beautiful people. Okay, so I'm actually saying good evening because I'm speaking to you from Abuja, Nigeria, right? And I'm not quite sure where you are. Kenya, right? Oh, so it must be about 7 p.m. thereabouts at this time of the day. So how you guys doing? How are you? How was your day? So just the way YouTube is designed, more like a reminder.
Speaking to you
you
from.
can't you
So
can't talk back to me,
just
like you can't verbalize what you're saying, right? So the best way to communicate to me is to chat. Okay. So I want you to use the chats. I see a lot of people talking to Beryl ever since. So use the chats and tell me how you are, how you're faring, right? Let's know. So how was your day? How you faring? How you doing? So let me know in the chats how you're faring. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your day was. So I'm just looking at the chat right now to see who came first. Christine. Hi, Christine. How are you? I hope your day was good. Okay, so I'm greeting Christine and I'm greeting Buntu Organic, Teddy Okwi, Lika House. I'm looking at Mary Mary. I'm looking at Hazel, Nzioki, and Jackie Namara, Dorcas Phoebe, Diana Aseye, Jen. Hi guys, how you guys doing? So I want everybody to chat, okay? I want everybody to communicate with me in the chat. So if you can't chat, that's obviously because possibly possibly your chat is not activated on your YouTube. So what you need to do, right? So when you go to that place you're supposed to chat, you're going to say activate channel, right? So when you click on activate channel, you just need to refresh your YouTube. Just close it and open it again, okay? And then you are going to be able to chat because I want you guys to keep me super engaged. I want you to keep Beryl also super engaged in the chat. All right, so I'm waiting for you to say something. How you are? How you faring? Okay. Margaret said, "I'm doing well. Um, just on from my office." Thank you so much, Margaret, for saying that. And I hope. Which part of Kenya are you guys? I know Beryl is in Nairobi. I'm not sure where. Please tell me where you are. Tell me your location. Tell me what your business is about, and let me know your name as well. So I'm not here alone. Just like you've seen, Beryl has been here ever since, and I'm chatting with you guys. So Beryl is there in the chats, and Judith is there at the back end. So Beryl is joining me. Beryl is joining me from Kenya, Nairobi, and I'm here in Abuja, Nigeria, and Judith is in Benin Republic. So three of us will be handling this session. So feel free to keep us busy with your questions, keep us busy with all your engagements. And a big thank you to everybody who has
Hi, ladies. It's nice to have you here. I think Udeme is experiencing some bit of issue with his network. So maybe while he's sorting it out, let's give him some time while he sorts it out. Meanwhile, you can introduce yourself. I can see a lot of us have joined us. Let me just see who is here today. Uh, Mary. I already said hi to, who did I say hi to? I said hi to Christine. I said hi to Buntu. I said hi to Teddy. Hi, Teddy. How are you? Lika, Lika House. Mary, Hazel, Nzioki, Jackie, Dorcas, Diana, Jane, Chowan, Jacqueline, Charity, Hazel, Rachel, Margaret, Melanie, Diana. I'm calling out all your names. Esther, Nyarumalele, Dennis Kibua, Aska Kerubo. Oh my goodness, this is a good number. Also, guys, thank you so much for uh, joining us today. Let me just see if I can turn on my video. Yes, I was actually turning on my video. Hi, Udemy, you're back.
Yes, I'm sorry, my internet kicked me out.
All
All right.
right. Let me drop off.
Okay, thank you so much, Burial, for holding brief for me. I'm sorry, guys, my internet threw me off briefly, but I'm back. I'm back and strong. So nice to meet everybody. Thank you so much once again for joining us, Rachel, Diana, um, Campere Esther. I hope I pronounced that name well. Nya Melele, Dennis, Aska, Rachel again. And thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate the fact that you've joined us this evening and to have this session. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, Beryl is in the chat and Judith is in the back end, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions or your queries or your concerns. So do well to keep us busy and keep all your questions and all your concerns coming with us. We'll be happy and glad to give you answers to the best of our ability. All right. So today we are going to be looking at this is the first of your 8 sessions. So we are going to be having 8 sessions in all, 2 per week, I suppose. Very right? Yes, 2 per week. We are going to have one today. Then in 2 days' time, we'll have the next one. Then we'll continue like that till we get to the last deck. We're supposed to be teaching you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be your facilitator for this first one. And so just like I said earlier, this duel to ask us questions where you have concerns, whether it's from this topic or from another topic. We are happy to answer your questions. All right. I see all of you from Kenya. I see all of you from Uganda and from everywhere. Thank you so much for joining us. So just a little housekeeping before I continue. What I want you to do, look at that thumbs up button. Please hit on it as the first one. Hit on it. YouTube has redesigned it so it looks very beautiful. Now when you hit it, it will splash. It's very fine now. So just hit it and see how it looks like. Right? Now go to the subscribe and then hit subscribe. And then hit that bell, turn it on, keep that notification on. Okay. The second step, I want to see the number increase. Thank you so much for doing that so far. And last but not the least, but this is the most important, I want you to hit on that share button. Okay. Hit on that share button, copy that link, and then reach out to a friend, someone that's supposed to be here, reach out to them, and then share the link and tell them that we've started already. Okay. So if you've done that, say yes in the chat. If you've done that, say yes in the chat. Thank you so much, Hazel. I see you. I see you, Justin. I see you, Dekobi. Sean, I see you. Jacqueline, Vicky, Martha, and the COMFWB Kenya. I see you. Thank you for making this happen. And El Dandelion, thank you. Roy, I see you. Aska, Rachel, and every other person. Barbara, Lois. Okay, a lot of names here. To Slim, Diana, and every other person that joined us recently. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, beautiful guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so just thumbs up first and subscribe, turn on notification, and then share, copy the link, and then invite somebody. You guys are awesome. I wish I could clap. All right, so my name is Udemabo Essien. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm going to be your facilitator for this particular topic, build your brand and sell online. Thank you so much. Let's keep the tempo up, guys. Let's keep the tempo in the chats up. All right, so we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. 1 second, please. We're doing this in 3 different segments. Now, in the first part, we're going to discuss the importance of having an online presence as well as the various steps that you can take to establish your brand online. And then we'll head over to the part where we'll look at what you can do to develop your e-commerce offering. And then the last part is I'm going to discuss top tips for utilizing social media to drive sales. Okay. So this is more like a reminder for those of you who have met this information before, but it's going to be a new information for the ones that have not met this information before. So Google is open to train small businesses, big businesses, as long as you're ready to grow, as long as you're ready to scale. Google is ready to give you the tools, the knowledge that you need. Okay, so hit on that link that Beryl is going to be sharing in the chat, g.co/Hustle Academy, and apply to join the Google Hustle Academy. It's a 1 week long bootcamp that Google is going to give you a lot of information for free. And building your growth plan to sales, to digital marketing, then to teaching you about funding and how to get funding for your business. Then you learn how to pitch, and then they'll match you with a mentor to walk you through any of those processes that you didn't really get. Okay, so take advantage of it, and guess what? It's all free, right? It's all free. Most of what Google does is always free. Most, not all, right? So take advantage of this very beautiful privilege to grow and scale your business. All right. So, like I mentioned earlier, if you can't chat, what happened is basically if you can't chat, but you can see me and hear me. What happened is that you have not been able to you have not activated your YouTube channel. Okay, so you're going to see activate channel. Click on that activate channel, and then refresh your YouTube. That means close it and open it again, and then you'll be able to chat. Because I want you to ask me questions. I want you to ask Beryl questions. Beryl is happier when you ask her questions. Interestingly, right? I want you to keep her busy in the chats, okay? And then keep me busy with your questions to let them come from everywhere, from this topic, from topic before, wherever you learn something, you want to learn more, please ask us. We'll be happy to answer. And that is why actually we are here. And then I'm going to be asking you a few questions, right? Because I want us to have an interaction. And just so you know, you can't go wrong here, okay? You can't go wrong. If you ask me questions, I'll answer. If I ask you, you answer. Nobody's wrong. Me, I won't be wrong. You too, you are not going to be wrong. So just feel free to communicate, and then let's keep the conversation, let's keep the flow and the tempo up. All right, so I'm going to begin with the first question before you start bombarding me with your own. So how do you currently market your business? How do you currently market your business? So share with me, share with us in the chat how you currently market your business. Do you have a presence on search? Do you have a presence on social media? Or you still wait to get word of mouth? You still wait for people to refer others to you before you actually make business? So let me know how you currently market your business. Let me know in the chat. Like I mentioned, YouTube is designed for only one person to be talking from one end. So every other person that is participating can only chat to give feedback. So my eyes are on the chat right now because I want to see who is actually communicating with me. So feel free to drop your responses, okay? The Corby said via social media. Thank you so much for sharing that. Who uses word of mouth? Hello, Larry Mas. Thank you so much. Via WhatsApp mainly. Barbara, thank you, Barbara. And Facebook page and Instagram, Victoria. Melanie, Instagram, thank you very much. Okay, who else is saying something? On WhatsApp, Hazel. Okay, through Instagram and referrals, Christy. Thank you so much. One-on-one referrals, Facebook. That came from Margaret. One-on-one is very, very powerful, right? WhatsApp mainly and referrals from friends. Thank you so much, Esther. All of those are very beautiful responses, okay? Naya said I use social networks, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Oh, wow, interesting. LinkedIn, okay. Margaret's Instagram and WhatsApp, Nancy, word of mouth, Faith, via social media, pop markets, and events. Thank you so much, Faith, for listing that. Okay, so word of mouth is powerful. Social media is powerful. Who has a presence on Google search? Thank you so much, Mary, Facebook, Jackie, referrals, word of mouth, LinkedIn. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Nobody has a presence on Google. I want to see somebody that's written Google. I'm still waiting for somebody. Who has a presence on Google? That is, you have your business registered on the Google business profile. Let me know, please, if you have a presence on Google. Like I mentioned, word of mouth is really, really powerful. It's one of the most effective means of marketing, but it has a little restriction, right? Because it can only reach the people you are seeing per time, even though it has so much effect because you get to influence those people with the kind of personality that is. Yeah, okay, I've seen somebody now. Natasha, Google. Okay, thank you so much. Faith said digital marketing through LinkedIn, word of mouth. Okay, Aska said Facebook. Diana, word of mouth. Thank you so much, beautiful people. Please let's keep those responses coming. Lois said LinkedIn, Facebook, websites. Let's keep the responses coming. Don't stop it, right? Let's keep it coming. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you another question shortly. So what benefits have been brought to that your business by you going online? What benefits? What do you think what do you think are the benefits that your business has gained ever since you started advertising online, right? So like if you're on Google, you get seen by more people, gain more visibility when people jump on search to actually make a search. And then word of mouth, like I mentioned, is very, very powerful and is very, very effective. One of the most effective means of marketing because you are talking to people that you have influence over, and that produces so much results, right? Word of mouth, referrals, family, friends, those ones are really, really powerful. Social media also gives that privilege to reach a wider audience. So let me know in the chat which one you've been using, the benefits it has brought to you over time. Just let me know in the chat. Also, just the same way you've been answering the various channels you've been using, I want to know what benefits you've gained. Okay, Naya said wider reach. Beautiful. Thank you so much. WhatsApp and social media will always give you that wider reach, right? You expand your market. Thank you so much, Roy. Yeah, expansion of market is key because you get to reach a wider audience. Increase in sales. Yes, when you have increase in sales, it comes as a result of you've reached a wider audience, and then you're meeting new people in the space trying to do business with you. Thank you so much, Melanie and Elishiba. One of the benefit is global reach beyond my city and country. Thank you so much for sharing. High demand and wider network. Thank you, Larry Mas and Jackie said visibility, credibility, leads very very important. Thank you so much, Jackie. Justin said word of mouth most and social media. Thank you so much, Justin. Patricia websites. Aska said reduce the cost of selling. Wow, interesting. Thank you so much, Aska. Lois said I've been able to get more visibility and also had inquiries from various people. LinkedIn has connected me to potential business partners. That is what LinkedIn will always do for you. Thank you so much for sharing, Lois. And Margaret, more customers and new interaction with different people. Violet, um, okay, yeah, learning never stops. Thank you so much, Violet. And word of mouth, social media. Sean said increase market share. Fred said increase sales, high networks. Thank you so much for all those beautiful responses. Please let's keep it coming. Beryl is in the chat, and just like I mentioned earlier, she's happier when you are chatting up, when you are asking questions. So don't fail to ask us questions when you have when questions come through your mind. Okay, so here are a couple of reasons why businesses are going online. So those of you that are doing business just with word of mouth, very beautiful, very nice. But these are a couple of statistics that should raise your concern. Now we have it that internet business statistics from Statista reveal that we have about 1.9 billion people who bought goods and services online just last year, right? And then that number has shot up. That number has shot up from 1.66 from the previous year. And then we also have it that 97% of people learn more about a business online than anywhere else. So that means we have only 3% of people that are learning through word of mouth. Do you understand? So the percentage of people that are learning from referrals and one-on-one is very little. So that should raise your concern as a business person to also think of taking that your business online. Okay, and then it's estimated that by the year 2040 we have 95% of purchases are going to be through e-commerce. And now I know a lot of people that actually don't buy in physical shops again. They always order from places the likes of Jumia and the rest of them, right? So this is also to raise your concern, to tingle your ear, to tell you that if you are yet to take your business online, you may need to think about it and fast enough. Okay. So a couple of ways how businesses use the internet. So businesses like yours actually use the internet to buy products and to sell product as well. So the businesses create e-commerce websites to sell anything from cell phone contacts to CDs to books, or basically just anything. So businesses also use the internet to advertise, right? They use the internet to advertise to find new customers online. They advertise on Google, they advertise on Facebook, they advertise on everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere. Businesses also use the internet to research about their customers. Customer research, consumer research, competitor research also falls into play what businesses use the internet for. Because you get to find out what people like about you based on the feedback they are giving to you. You get also research what your competitors are doing, because people are just like the same way you have a business, somebody else also has the same business and is trying to get the same clients you are getting. So everybody's in contest, right? So don't get it twisted. They call it fish eat fish. Yeah, fish eat fish. Everybody's trying to survive. You're trying to survive. Maybe the resources are still scarce, but they're trying to survive with the available customers that are actually trying to come do business with you. So you also have the privilege using the internet also to research about what your competitors are doing that you can copy. They copied from somewhere, so there's nothing wrong in copying. Or you can see what they're not doing right, and then you do it right, just to give you that edge over them, right? So that these are all just the few that businesses use the internet for. So now building an online presence is very, very key. It's very, very key, especially because we are living in an internet age. And so it's very essential for businesses to have an online presence, whether it's a website, it's a social media platform, an e-commerce platform, or maybe a Google business profile. All of these are all beneficial to get your business online. There's something called the digital footprints. Digital footprint means, okay, somebody said, I have a presence on LinkedIn, I have a presence on Facebook, I have a presence, I have a website, I have this, I have that. All of those, you have your presence on a website, on YouTube, I have a presence on Google. All of those are your digital footprints. What that means is you've stepped your foot on a particular place. All the content you're sending out is more like you've stepped your foot on a particular place. All of that, a summation of all of that actually amounts to giving you that strength when people are actually searching for you. For instance, if you type your name on the Google search, you're going to find out that Google is going to give you the list of all the locations where you have your name on, starting from your social media accounts. If you have a business on Google search, if you have a business on the Google business profile that actually has your name as one of the keywords, it will show to you. It will show you your Facebook, it will show you your LinkedIn, your Instagram, and it will even show people that bear the same name with you, because Google basically crawls the internet, right, to pick out websites that actually have a particular keyword or search query that has been typed in. So what I'm just trying to explain from all of this is, or a summation of your presence here, 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 here matters a lot. It matters a lot as a business, not just as a person. It matters a lot. So you can see example like Inveli Designs and then Juma Art Stores. Inveli Design are using Wix to design their website, and Juma Art Stores, Inveli Design are using Google Business Profile website to design their website, as you can see there, and that is completely free. And then the Juma Art Stores is using Wix to design their websites. And then we're going to be speaking about each of these things shortly. So there are different types of platforms that you should actually have your presence online with if you are a business. So you could own your own websites, you could have your social media platforms, or you could be present on an online directory, or you could own your e-commerce platform for yourself. Okay, so we are going to be looking at each of them briefly. So now, but let's look at a couple of statistics with e-commerce in Africa. So if you aren't already convinced that having an e-commerce presence, having an online presence rather, is going to benefit your business, a couple of stats should also raise your concern. Now, it is stated that there are about 400 million internet users in Africa, and that is second to China. Now, China, the second largest world economy, with about 1 point something billion people. So if you compare that to the entire of Africa, you can find out that there are a lot of internet users in Africa. I know a population of Kenya. Kenya has a good percentage of that number. Nigeria as well, and South Africa. At least those are the three big guns I know, as long as African internet space is concerned, right? And then Africa also makes up to 10% of global retail sales, with an estimated value of about 75 billion by 2025. So that is just 2 years away. 75 billion dollars. That also is to raise your concern as a business person. Then also we have it that Africa have generated about 16.5 billion from e-commerce alone, as of 2017. Now 2017 is 5 years ago. Now your guess is as good as mine. That number must have tripled by now. 2017 there was no COVID. There were a lot of activities during the COVID that actually took a lot of brands online. Okay, so that number must have tripled or even maybe times 4 by now. So that it's just pertinent for you as a business to have your presence online. Okay, all right. So let's look at a couple of e-commerce platforms that are actually available where you can also showcase your business and your brand. So we have Amazon. Everybody knows the popular Amazon, Jeff Bezos's Amazon. Amazon got a lot of traction during the COVID period, and his wealth tripled. Was it doubled? Thereabouts. But he became the richest man during that period, right? Because a lot of people were shopping online. And I'm not quite sure if Nigerians or Kenyans can actually sell products, services on Amazon, but I know you can sell books on Kindle, Amazon Kindle, right? And I know Kenya, Konga is Nigeria's leading e-commerce store. We have Jumia also. Jumia also is also that marketplace, that e-commerce store that people go to buy basically just everything. Phone, shoes, clothes, groceries, everything. Even if you want to eat food, Jumia is there for you, right? They're even having their black markets currently. I don't know if Jumia has a presence in Kenya, but they're doing so much here in Nigeria. Okay, so these are a few of the available e-commerce platforms that you should know. There are lots more of them. Udala is there, eBay. You can just make a list. Alibaba and all those big guys that are all on that list also. Okay, so you may have a product that you want to sell, then you approach one of these guys and be their merchant. They put your product out there, and I think there's always a percentage they split. I don't know how they do it, but I know you can always put your markets on these platforms, right? And then you split the profits with the brand, and then you can also sell your products. Can also market your products on marketplaces, the likes of Kilimall. Kilimall being an online shopping mall that connects merchants and customers via professional e-commerce marketplace, and I think that is the biggest online mall in Kenya, your country. And then we have the Bid or Buy, which is South Africa's marketplace. And then we have Gigi. I don't know if Gigi has a presence there in Kenya, but Gigi here in Nigeria, Gigi is just everything for everybody. You know, you can find fairly used products, phones, laptop, house equipment, gas, cooker, washing machine, everything you can think about. You find it on even cars. Even if you want to buy a fairly used car, fairly used house, or you just want to rent, everything is present on GGOs. And for those of you that make use of the Facebook marketplace, so these are all great places where you can also showcase your products. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about the online business directory, which is basically a printed website listing of information that also lists your business. You know, it lists those business within niche categorized basis. So you get to have those business categorized under their niche, their category, their location, the activity, the size. All the business are they're always compiled either manually or through an automated system. So you can have an example of the yellow pages of Africa or the Africa business pages. So setting up on these platforms are quite simple, right? So you just need to head over to one of these platforms like the Africa business pages. Let me get that link for you in the chat. I'm sure Beryl can share this link. Okay, so Beryl can drop that link for you in the chat. And yeah, and don't forget to register for the Hustler Academy. So you just need to head over to those places and then register your business details, right? And then what your business does, the sector the business belongs. Then your contact details, you must add it, your phone number, your email, and then your business sector. That is a category that you classify your business under, and then the country and the region where you belong. Okay, so you do all of that, and then you just leave it there. Somebody jumps into your country, looks for a particular brand or product, and then it jumps on Google to make a search. They find you because you have a presence, you have a footprint. Like I mentioned, digital footprint. You have a footprint also on a business directory, so you get to show up. If you don't have it, you lose a client. Your competitor takes it. So you must be on your toes as a business person, as an entrepreneur. You work on your toes. All right. So you also get your business on social media platforms. So social media is just basically where all of us have a presence, personally, right? You're using YouTube now. Maybe you have Instagram, you have LinkedIn as a professional as well, in Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. TikTok has been catching a lot of traction of late. So if you're on TikTok, let me know. For those of you that used to go and dance on TikTok, you are doing well. But do you have your business there? So let me know on the chat if you have TikTok as well. Are there TikTokers in the house? So that place has been catching a lot of traction of late, right? And so if you need to have a presence on social media, which you should, right? So you just need to head over to any of those platforms, and then you sign up, add your pictures, create your username, and then add your business details, and then that's it. Facebook will even permit you to add your operation hours, what time to what time do you work, and all of that. So I'm not sure if other platforms will give you that liberty, but Facebook does. So you can let people know when they can find you, when they won't find you. You can add your website where people can always click and get to where your business exactly is. Okay. So let me know who is on TikTok. Let me know those of you that are on TikTok. Don't worry, I'm not going to come hunting you. All right, so I'm going to be taking the first pause. This is going to be the first of the 3 pauses to answer to all your questions. Okay, Christy said, I have a TikTok account I haven't used yet. Okay, interesting. Is it that Kenyans are not on TikTok? Are you guys not on TikTok? Are you serious? A lot of Nigerians are on TikTok. Everybody is just dancing there. So if you are there, please let me know. It's just for the fun, right? It's not like I'm coming to hunt you. Okay. Oh, your kids use it. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, I'm on TikTok. I did only one video. At least you're there, right? So what I'm just trying to say that your business should also have a presence on those platforms. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. So I'm waiting for your questions. Or if you don't have a question, please let me know you don't have a question as well. Maybe tell me fire on, ride on, something. Let me know. I want to see it so that I know you are understanding me. Or maybe I'm a very good teacher. Let me know also. Let me know. Okay, so I'll wait for you to say something before I move on. Thank you so much, Lois. I got that. Who else? Who else is saying something? Or should I just go on without you? No, I don't want to go on without you. You must say something before I move on. Oh, Violet said, we are Kenyans. We are dancing, lip syncing, jokes and scandals. Okay. I don't follow the Kenyan trend. I'm sorry, so I may not really understand what that means, but I'm sure you guys are enjoying yourselves. Okay, Agatha, thank you. No questions. Dennis, okay. All right, so let me just go on to the second part. Please keep your questions. Thank you so much, Nya. Keep your questions, keep them in the chats. You see, Judith is there. Like I mentioned, Judith is here, Beryl is here. And they're happier if you are engaging them. They're happier. They're happier if you're asking them questions. So keep the questions coming. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. So ask us questions. We want to actually answer your questions. Okay, yes. Oh, Judy, Violet. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much for mentioning that. At least you made it clear. All right, thank you, Nancy. Okay, Sean said I'm on TikTok, but I am your potential customer. Okay, no problem. I'll patronize you. All right, so let's move on to the second part of this presentation. Thank you so much, guys. And please remember to ask us questions whenever a question crosses your mind. And take a screenshot at intervals and share your social media handles. We'll be happy to see it on your social media handles. That impacts her. All right. Okay. And again, if you're just joining, please hit the thumbs up, just like everybody has done. You can see the number is very high. Please hit the thumbs up as well. And then hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And most importantly, hit that share button, copy that link and invite a friend. Okay, let's do that. All right, so let's move on to the second part of this presentation, developing your e-commerce offering. So building a website is very, very key. For a business, you should own a website. In fact, let me not use the word must, but it's very, very extremely necessary to own a website. So when you want to own a website, what do you need? A couple of steps you need to take. Now, the first of them is for you to pick a domain name. What is your brand name? So let's say your brand name is Impact Her. Do you want to be impacther.com or impacther.net or impacther.org or impacther.africa, impacther.ng? What do you want to be? Call it a name. So the domain name is actually the name of that website. So that is what customers actually go to find. So, and just so you know, domain names are not free, right? You need to pay for it. Before now, you used to pay year, or maybe a lot of domain registrars are making things very cheap now, making things quite easy. So you can pay and renew monthly. They're not very costly, maybe $6, depending on how popular the name is. And domain name is more like when you buy it, you own it. No other person can own it. Nobody can be a google.com. Nobody can be facebook.com, facebook.net. Nobody can bear those names, right? Because those ones have been bought over. If you want to buy it, you're going to be paying billions of dollars to buy it. Okay, so you just buy a brand name that is unique to you, unique to what you want to call yourself, what you want to call your brand. So you can head over to Africa Domain, you can head over to Google Domain, or you can secure your name on GoDaddy. You can go to Domain King, you can go to Bluehost, you can go to OneGrid, you can go to Hosts Africa, you can go to Hugo Host, you can go to Namecheap, you can go to Wix.com. There are a lot of domain registrars out there that you can just go to pick a domain name for yourself, right? So that is step one. So when you are done with step one, now you head over to the second step, which is actually building the sites. Now, before now, building a website used to be a very complex thing because there were no simplified processes of getting things done. So now anybody can create a website. So don't be scared. When I say building a website, don't let your mind skip. Right? Don't let your mind skip. You can build a website. What you use is called web builders. You use web builders to create a website for yourself. So whether you own a small business or a big business, you need to create a website for yourself, maybe a blog for yourself. And you don't need to have any coding skill, right? You don't need to have any coding skill. All you need to do is locate a website builder that is you are comfortable with, the likes of Wix.com. I'm sure Beryl can grab those links from somewhere to share to us. Wix.com is there. You can go to site.google.com, or you can go to Squarespace, squarespace.com. You can head over to Magento, right? You can go to WordPress. There are a lot of website builders. Let me share a couple of them in the chat. You can go to a couple of places to learn all these things. So you have all these websites to actually learn, to actually go to find a template that is already designed for you, where you get to learn, where you get to just edit it and host it with your domain name. So you can head over and then find those templates on Wix. For instance, Wix will give you very beautiful templates. So you don't need to build it from scratch. You are just building it from something that's already been designed. So utilize those templates that are already there, and they're very beautiful. Trust me. Just like for you to go to make design from Canva. Canva already has very beautiful designs that are there. All you just need to do is just to go and tweak it, change the name, change the caption, do this, do that, and then it comes out the way you want it. Maybe change the colors if you want. So WordPress is there, Wix is there, Magento. You can even use the Google Business Profile website. That one is completely free, right? You don't even need a domain name for that one. So you could just head over, edit those templates and customize it, make it useful to yourself, right? So when you finish with editing it, what you need to do next is to upload content, digital content to that website. Now, content will be text, content will be images, pictures, will be videos, content cuts across just everything. So you can see Juma Art Stores, what they did, and then you can see what Invalid Designs did with their pictures. So what people are going to go and be seeing on that website is what we call content, right? So you write something very catchy. Your captions should be catchy. Your content, what you're writing under it, your meta description should be catchy as well. Your pictures should as well be catchy. Your videos also should be catchy. Let it be something that will attract somebody to actually take an action that you want them to. Okay. And now when you finish uploading your content, you need to have some tips to also describe some best practices that you need to built into that your website as well. Now, when you're writing content, you don't need to prioritize yourself because you're the one that built it. So write your content to resonate with the people that you're actually aiming to satisfy, aiming to provide services for. Okay. So you need to prioritize your audience. Okay. Prioritize your audience. You must give them content that actually resonates with them first before you so communicate. Don't use big grammar to confuse people. Just communicate in simple, clear terms, right? And frame your message in such a way that also it is able to captivate somebody to actually take an action. Okay, so prioritize your audience and then make a research about what your competitors are doing. You need to check out how the website of your fellow competitors looks like. Why is their own more beautiful? Why is their own getting more attention? You need to find out what actually makes them stand out, and then you build your own. Maybe copy it and make it better. If they are giving 5% discounts, can give 10%, depending on if you're not going to run yourself out of business, right? There should be something about you that should make people leave another brand and come to you. So use the internet also, make a research about those your competitors, and then you should be able to build that up into your website, into your copies, into your content. And then you should also learn some search engine optimization basics. SEO basics is very key, right? So you need to know what SEO actually means is, let's say you are searching on Google, and then you type a keyword, you type a particular word. Let's say you type search. If you go down, Google is going to show you at the top parts that you have 1 million search results. Now you're going to see a set of responses, line 1, line 2, line 3. Those are all websites. Now if you go down to the bottom of that page, you're going to see page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continuation, right? Okay. So now I want to ask you a simple question. How many times do you click on page 2 or page 3 in your entire year, in the entire of 2022? How many times have you clicked on page 2, page 3? Someone like me, I rarely go there. What am I doing there? Because Google optimizes content to appear on the first page. So I'm okay with the content I'm seeing on page 1. I'm not going to page 2 to page 3. So let me know in the chat, how many times have you visited page 2, page 3? How many people visit page 2, page 3? Just wave to me. None. You see? Rarely do people go to page 2, page 3. And guess what? All those page 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest of them are all people's websites. Interestingly, they are people's websites. So why are people not going there? It's just because, why is Google not showing it to you? It's just because those websites are not properly optimized to show on page 1. People have businesses with only page 1. You understand me? So that act of working your website from wherever it is to page 1 is what is called the search engine optimization. It takes time, yes, right? It takes time. Thank you so much, Dorcas and Nancy. It takes time, but you need to have those basic skills to be able to fix it on your website so that eventually you come to page 1. You are not stuck on page 20 or maybe page 2, number 200 on that line. Okay, so you need to learn those search engine basics so that you are able to also work your website to come to the first page. We are going to be doing this SEO in more details in the subsequent classes. That is why it's very, very important for you not to miss any of the subsequent classes that is coming, okay? So now when you finish with learning all these basics, now the next thing you need to do is to build in some e-commerce plugins. Now you hear the word plugins. Plugins just mean, okay, so I'm not going to be able to sit down and develop an email marketing integration, or I'm not going to be able to sit down and develop a multiple payment option. And just so you know, before you build a website, designing a website is different from developing a website. Developing a website is the one that you need a lot of code. I need a team of at least 4 people, a product marketer, right? And then you need the person that will be managing the entire project. You need a UI UX product designer. You also need a front-end developer. You need a back-end developer, maybe a full stack or a software developer. So at least 4 people to code the entire website and bring it to life. Now, if the people are coding, they are going to be coding the easy to check out. They're going to be coding all those other things. But since you are building and designing your website, you don't have the skills to code all these things out. So what you do is just head over to a particular store where these things have already been designed. They're called plugins. They're just extra enablers that will make that website more friendly, more user, give the user more ease, more user-friendly experience on that website. For instance, the promotion and discount code tool is there, the easy-to-use checkout tool, the search engine optimization plugin is there, the email marketing integration plugin is there, the multiple payment option plugin is there, and then you just download these things and plug it to that your already designed beautiful website that you designed. Maybe you use Wix or you use Google Sites to design it, right? And then you just plug in these things, and then it's more like plug and play. Just download and fix it, and then you are good to go, right? So where do you get all these things to download? You can head over to WooCommerce, or you can go to Easy Digital Downloads, or you can head over to WP Commerce. Okay, to download all these plugins to build into your website, to make it, to give your user a little much more better experience, right? And then on top of all of this, you need to make this your website mobile friendly, because uh, if you've run ads before, you find out that statistic from the ad result will always show to you that more people are actually engaging with that ad, more people with smartphones are engaging with that ad more than people that are using laptop, desktop, television, right? So you need to optimize a lot of people. For instance, I'm sure if I take statistics, I can prove to you that 90% of the people that are on this call are using their smartphones. So people are more connected to their smartphones, and then you need to design a website that is smartphone friendly, if I may say it that way. It needs to be smartphone friendly. Okay. Sometimes you are clicking on an ad, maybe on Facebook or anywhere, and you see the website takes a long time to load. Could be very annoying, trust me. Right? So a couple of statistics should also draw your concern to the fact that you need to have a website that is mobile friendly. So we have about 2.4 billion people that shopped online worldwide, but as of 2021, that was last year. Then we also have about 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. And guess what? A good percentage of these guys are using their smartphones. And then we have that 50% of consumers shop more on mobile than in store. I'm sure that number must have shot up by now, right? So you need to have and make your website very, very mobile friendly. So what you need to do is head over to g.co/test my site. So with this tool now, it's a free tool from Google. You'll be able to, with that search query bar, you can type in your domain name. You can type in your domain name, and then Google is going to crawl your websites, crawl the website, and show to you, okay, how fast this website is. They're going to show to you how fast the website is. They can tell you, okay, it took 2 seconds to crawl this website on 4G, or it took 20 seconds to crawl this website on 4G. And then if it is good, they will tell you. If it is poor, they will tell you, right? And then they are going to give you a couple of suggestions that will actually assist you to know what to do to actually make that website more mobile friendly. And the load speed is a very important part of how properly optimized your website is before it gets to page one. Your website loading speed is very, very key. Okay, so you need to consider all of this while building that your website. All right, I hope you understand all I'm trying to explain. So if you don't understand me, I want to answer your question. So I'm going to be taking the second pause. This is the second of the 3 pauses to answer your questions and your queries. Okay, so thank you, Judith. Thank you so much, Judith, for the great work you're doing. I see you've been sharing a lot of information over here. All right, so let me look through to see if there's any question. Okay, Doc Dekobi said online presence sometimes, if not done right, or without the right information on how to take full advantage of the platform, can take quite a while to reap the many benefits that comes with that. Yes, that's why you need to have your research on point. Your research needs to be on point so that you can do the right thing at once. Okay, and then it's not a fixed constitution, right? You can always come back and adjust things till you get to that desired results. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dekobi. Margaret said, need to join the Google or website in need of help for them. Okay, so sites that Google. Okay, thank you, Judith. Judith shared that already. Okay, for the sake of us using mobile phones, kindly send us the links to our email. Okay, I'm sure you can just copy. Please copy it and save it somewhere, then come back to the call. Or you can always come back with the same link, and then you just click on the sites that are being shared so that you can just reach the information that you needed to. Okay, so I'm looking for your questions. I'm looking for your questions. Okay, so let me know if I'm doing well. How am I doing so far? How am I doing? Let me know before I move on. How am I doing? How am I doing? How am I doing? Am I explaining it well enough for you to understand? To share with me how I'm doing so far. Ask me questions if you have questions. Right? Thank you, Dorcas. Thank you. It means a lot. All right. Thank you, Dorcas. Thank you, Dorcas. Thank you once again. Who else is saying something? So you have a shorter time to finish this last part. Okay. So I'll just wait and then thank you, Hazel. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to head over to the last part to just finish it up. Please, if you have questions, please do well to drop um, your queries. I'll be happy to come back to answer. I have one more stop to answer your question before we call it a day. Oh, Liquor House. Oh, I'll try to be slow. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you. Thank you, L, and everybody that is getting to say something. All right. So let's go to the last part. Let's go to the last part. Utilize social media to drive sales. So how can social media benefit your business? So let me know a couple of benefits you've gained from social media. So let's see a couple of benefits from social media as you drop me your own responses. Okay. So social media is used to generate more sales because you get to reach more audience and you get to create new opportunities. And then you also use social media platform to add value to your brand because you raise that customer level and communication, create that two-way conversation, gain valuable insights from the social media platform. Then importantly, you improve your marketing as well, right? You target specific types of customers and then you get to build relationship. You get to network with people you've not even seen before. I have a truckload of people that I've not met before in real life, and I'm not even sure I'll meet them because of social media, right? And then you stay competitive because you get to find out what people are doing, and then you're copying it, or if you're not copying it, you're at least seeing what they're not doing well, and then you build it into your own brand. So social media helps you to stay competitive, and it helps you to improve your marketing by staying competitive. You target specific types of markets, you get to find in specific types of demography of people where you get to target them directly based on what you're doing. All right. So how do you set up a social media strategy? Excuse me. So you need to consider your audience, you need to consider your business goals, you need to consider the social platforms, where do those guys exist, and then the tone of voice, and what does success mean to you. Okay, so let's look at each of them briefly. So if you are going to define your business strategy based on your audience, you need to define your audience. Who are your audience? And what are they interested in? You need to ask yourself who or what actually influences them. When are these guys usually online, right? Which social media platforms do they use? Asking yourself a truckload of questions. You need to know their demographics, which is their raw data, their age, sex, their location, their psychographics, their interests, their values, their spending habits. Ask yourself a truckload of questions about a typical audience of yours, more like having a fictitious image of who your audience is. You need to draw it. Sometimes it's always advisable to draw it. It's called a persona. So maybe your audience is female and she's living in Abuja, Nigeria, or Nairobi, Kenya, and they are married, or they have kids. You need to write down every detail about that your customer, so that when you are trying to package your message, you can be able to narrow it down to the exact set of people that you are writing the message for. Okay. And then more importantly, you need to define your goals. You need to define your goals. What do you want to achieve? Maybe you want to give your customer a better customer service, or you want to grow your brand awareness, or you want to generate more sales, or you want to get more people to visit your website, or more people to visit your physical store, or you want to connect with influencers. You need to define what do you want to achieve from this particular social media campaign, social media goals, social media strategy. Okay. And then you pick a platform. Which platforms do these guys exist? Some platforms are business focused, some platforms are lifestyle focused. Lifestyle focused, the likes of TikTok, the likes of Instagram, the likes of Facebook. Business focused, the likes of LinkedIn, right? So if your business doesn't resonate well with people on LinkedIn, leave LinkedIn, go to the lifestyle place. If it does, if it does resonate well for people on LinkedIn, stay on LinkedIn. Okay? Not everything, the message that works for LinkedIn may not work for Instagram. Okay? So different channels actually have different strategies. And most times it's always advisable not to do everything at once. You know, you can just pick one of them, just run it, see what comes, and then you move on to the next. Gather the result and know that if this is a good place for you to stay, or this is not a good place for you to stay. Okay? So pick a platform where you want to meet these guys, and then you need to define your brand's and social voice, your brand guidelines, your logo. As a business, you must have logos. So you must have a logo. Imagine a brand like maybe BMW, maybe a brand like Google without logo. I would even feel like so you need to have a logo for your brand. You know, so you can head over if you don't have a logo and maybe you don't have the money to afford one. You can head over to of templates that have already been designed, and then you can design a logo for your brand. Very simple process. And then don't be blue today and magenta tomorrow. Don't be purple today, tomorrow you're black. Stick to something. If you have a brand like Google, you're talking about white, and then with a touch of red, blue, green, yellow. You have a brand like Coca-Cola, you're talking about red and white. Have a brand like Pepsi, talking about white, talking about blue with a touch of red. So stick to something. Don't be everything at the same time. Stick to some colors. Let people know. The colors and logos build a mental graphic in the minds of people that actually see those brands over time. So stick to something, okay? And then you need to have the do's and the don'ts for your brand, just some brand guidelines. Then you have styles for your images. Don't you may have a template, and you need to have a template for your images so that today you're not looking different, tomorrow you're looking different. Have a style at least, right? And then define what success means. Success could mean growth in your sales and growth in your traffic, or success could mean you get to have improved customer service, the calls you answered, or your star rating on Google Business Profile, on Play Store, or increase in brand awareness, reach, number of mentions, or it could mean a lot of. It could mean people clicking your link to come to the website. It could mean people visiting your office from the social media platform. So it could mean different things for different brands. So define what success would mean to you before you even get started. All right. So which social media platforms do you actually use for your business? Which social media platform does your business actually use? Now we have the likes of Twitter, which is a good, quick conversation PR tool, right? And then you get to create professional looking headers, and then you have the your name, at your username to represent your brand. Nobody can use that particular one. So you get noticed to join conversation, you use relevant hashtags, and then you can ask quick questions, you can run polls, you can retweet, can engage with content, and basically just all of that. So Twitter is where everybody is. The who is there, beginning from the almighty Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Obama, Vladimir Putin, the powerful Putin, and just anybody you can think of, any brand that can cross your mind, they have a presence on Twitter. If you have a business and you want to be heard, go to Twitter. If you want to call out a brand and you want them to answer you fast, go to Twitter. As funny as it sounds, people bully people a lot on Twitter, right? So Twitter is that place where you go to and you're ahead. That is why it's a very good PR tool. So Twitter is that place where you can do a lot with hashtags, you can do a lot with sending out content, and being a strong authority in your industry. Okay, same thing. And then the next one will now be Facebook. So Facebook have about 2.94 billion active users per month. Okay, so it's a great place for you to connect with customers and see what people's businesses are about. People can see what your business is about too. You can always add a link to your website. You can add your operation ads. You can add your businesses. You can have call to actions on your post. Shop now, contact now, buy now, learn now, something. All of those are available on Facebook. So Facebook is one of the lifestyle platforms, and then Facebook is the most popular of the social media, and is the one that harbors the most users. Okay, so it's very powerful still. People think Facebook has lost strength. It's a lie. Facebook is still giving people business because he has a lot of traction. He has more numbers than all those other platforms. Okay, next up is Instagram, which is a great place to draw people's attention with all the visuals, the pictures, the videos, and everything. You get to tell your story. You use the caption to tell people about a particular thing, and then people use hashtags on Instagram as well. But you need to go easy a little bit with hashtags on Instagram. Okay, people can follow brands, can follow influencers, and people of interest. You can always do your live broadcast as well. For those of you that are following Hallelujah Challenge, you can see that they're using the Instagram platform as well to also broadcast what they do. And now this is LinkedIn, which is a great place for you to create a personal or a company page, add your profile, and then encourage your employees to become brand advocates. If your employees mention you that they are being employed by you, he has a way of linking it back to you, who is the main owner of that page. So it increases the number of people that you're actually employing. Okay. And then you can make your company page more search friendly by having a presence on LinkedIn, can generate interest, create special showcase pages, you can have live calls as well, right? And then you can get to share product services and follow thought leaders, and especially for people that are job hunting, is a good place for you, especially if you have that a brand that is looking for people that have that easy apply. All you just need to do, just click easy apply, and then you have applied. That's it. Maybe you've uploaded a CV before. Sometimes you can use a CV. You can use your LinkedIn profile. So setting up your LinkedIn profile and making it look professional is very, very key. You see, if you're using a desktop, you go to that profile place, you can download your profile. It comes down like a CV. So that's how people actually see you from all you've done. So LinkedIn is very powerful as long as you are more of a professional in your space. All right, so I'll be taking the last pause to answer your questions, your queries, everything before we call it a day. But meanwhile, don't forget to register for the Hustle Academy, g.co/Hustle Academy. So this is a 1 week that is packed full with from Google to teach you how to run your business and draw your business growth plan. Then they teach you sales, they teach you digital marketing, they teach you how to get funding for your business, teach you how to pitch, right? And they teach you all these things for free. They match you with a mentor at the end of the day to get more knowledge one way you didn't get it. So take advantage of this. It's all free. It's completely free. So take advantage of it and then sign up. And then if you want to learn more, and so head over to learndigital.google.com/digital skills courses. Okay. So if you feel I was too fast, like somebody mentioned earlier, please come back and watch. Same link, you can just come back and watch. Okay. And then you can head over to this learndigital.google.com to learn some more, right? Learn, grow, learn, grow, learn, grow. It's very, very key. Okay. You can also get certified on some of those courses. Okay. And so the links are going to be shared in the chat, and follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and follow Impact Her as well. So my eyes are on the chat now to answer your questions. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm looking at the last comment I read. Thank you so much, Nya. Oh, Nya said she's on the road. Okay, I'm not sure if Nya is male or female, but thank you for your very kind words. Okay, so I'm going to look at this question by Decorby. Can any type of business develop a website, or are there any specific ones? Thank you so much, Decorby. Yes, any type of business can develop a website. You don't need to be a giant before you develop a website. In fact, developing a website is actually what is going to make you to become a giant someday, right? All right. So just develop one. Things are much easier now. Thank you so much, Decorby, for asking that. Yeah, Christine, thank you so much. Your very kind words. Thank you. All right. So, Jackie, I just tested my site and scored 53 for the mobile. What can I do to improve my site's performance? Hello, Jackie. Okay, thank you so much. You've acted fast already. So what you need to do, if you check the score, you're going to find that Google must have given you a couple of suggestions, right? But what I can recommend from here is for you to run a search engine optimization with the technical search engine optimization to which is a Google Search Console. Please don't let me go into that. I'm going to have to take another extra 20 minutes to explain that. But we are going to be dealing with SEO in details along the line. Okay. We're going to be dealing with SEO in detail. So that is why I'm encouraging you not to miss it. Okay? Don't miss any of the sessions. We have everything well packed full from this session that is going to benefit you. Thank you, Jackie, and thank you for pointing that out. Thank you, Margaret and Lika. Thank you. Loving this third session. Okay. Ruth, thank you. You love this session. Wish you can make the presentation a bit clear. Okay, so what happened to your presentation was you didn't change your setting to your screen resolution, your video resolution to maybe 480 to or 720 is actually from your end. Okay, so I'm sure you could do that. So just head over to the top right corner just for next time. Top right corner on your screen if you're using a phone. You see settings, click on settings. From settings, you're going to find advanced at the bottom. Click on advanced and you're going to find quality. Click on quality. Always keep it at 480 or 720. Okay. It's going to consume a little more data though, but that's what is going to give you a clearer screen. Okay. Burial, what are plugins, Victoria? Okay, thank you so much. I know Judith has answered this question already. What are plugins? So more like just extra enablers that can help the website more user friendly. You can give the user a much more much better experience when they're navigating your website, like the search engine optimization integration, the email integration, easy to check out integration, and maybe you can have the thing in multiple payments. Into there are a couple of plugins you can actually build into your website. So what I was trying to explain about the plugins now is if you actually developed that website, there have been a lot of codings to actually build an email integration onto that website, or maybe there have been a lot of coding, a lot of work to build a multiple payments gateway onto that website. So these things have already been designed, and you that design the website, you don't know how to code, right? So these plugins have already been designed. So all you need to do is just download it and plug it to that website that you've already designed, and it's working already. Okay, so it's just work made easy for you. You just download and plug in, just download and plug in, download and plug in, and the work is done. Okay, Victoria, I hope that's served. Thank you so much. And please follow us on social media platforms, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And thank you, Judith, for sharing all of that. And please fill your attendance. It's very, very key. This is what is going to be used to send you certificates. Please make sure you fill your correct names properly. Lucy, thank you so much. Lois, thank you so much. Roy, thank you so much. And Jacqueline, thank you. Rachel, thank you so much. Okay, no more questions. All right, so before we go, nobody has asked me any other question. Remember, your next session is coming up on the 11th. Yes, by 5:30, same time. 5:30 p.m. West African time, right? 5:30 p.m. West African time. Yes, I'm correct. 5:30 p.m. No, on 10th. Sorry, not 11th. It's on 10th. 10th is 2 days from now. That is on Thursday, right? 5:30 West African time. That should be 7:30 Kenyan time, if I'm not mistaken. All right, guys. So it was so nice having you guys here. So what I want you to do last is I want you to drop me your favorite emojis before you go. Judith is here. Judith has been doing a great job. So it's more like telling you to give her a round of applause. And everybody that has asked me a question, please do a round of applause for them with your favorite emojis. Beryl is in the back end. And a big shout out to the organizers of this training, COMFWB. Thank you so much for coming through and for bringing this beautiful presentation to everybody that is benefiting from it. So before you jump off, I want to see your favorite emojis before you go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much, guys, for your very kind words. So this is me saying a very big thank you to you. So see you on Thursday by 5:30 p.m. West African time. So I'm waiting for the emojis before I jump off. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. And Judith is super excited because you kept her busy in the chats. Same thing with Beryl. She's super excited as well because you kept them busy with your questions. So thank you so much. I see you, Justin. I see you, Hazel. I see you, Jen. And everybody that will be dropping an emoji. Thank you so much, Melanie. And so enjoy the rest of your day, your rest of your night, rest of your evening, whichever one it is. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you. Kiam Perry Esther. Okay. Hope I didn't if I didn't pronounce it, please don't throw stones at me. Barbara, thank you. Lucy, thank you. Roy, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. So see you guys on Thursday, and have a very beautiful day. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Mary. Have a beautiful evening and enjoy the rest of your day.